Hey, what's up, guys? Today I'm gonna showcase my revamped Chaos Dragon. This is for all the Dragon users, and if you're in love with Chaos Dragon, so you might. I got a strong feeling you're gonna like this video and this deck profile. So, if anything, just leave a comment, subscribe to my page. Tell me what you think though. So let's get started. And as a heads up, this deck is most likely it's most like it's most likely about bringing out Scarlet Dragon and all the dragons after though, like Bane and such. So let's get started. First off, we got the three Liposar dragons, of course, because it's a Chaos Dragon deck, and it's my favorite Chaos Dragon though. One Dark Flare. I used to run two, and there was a time I used to run three, but now just got it down to one. One Dark Arm, and one Red Metal. This is the big. This is for the big guys, the big Chaos Dragons. And now we run one Eclipse Wyvern, not two. Sure, I got three targets for Eclipse Wyvern, by the way. I run Red Metal, Dark Arm, and JD. But, I got a lot of number summon going on, so I just want to keep Eclipse Wyvern at one. It works better that way, to me. Now we run two copies of each of the baby Chaos Dragons, two Black Dragon, and two Wyvern Burster. These are your level 4 synchro materials, for level 8 synchros and rank 4 plays. Yep. One Divine Dragon Apocalypse. A lot of times, when I got my big dragon, I do a lot of plays with that though. So if I want to revive a Red Metal or Dark on whatever it is, dragons that are not supposed to be in the grave, that or any type of dragons I can even revive, straight starting from the grave, I just cycle, just like JD, stuff like that. And that's it for the dragon lineup. Next, for the Light Sworn engines, 3 Luminas, 3 Radiant. That's a tuner. So Radiant plus the baby Chaos Dragons. That's a level 8 synchro. For my level 8 synchro plays or whatever. 1 Minerva. Minerva is so good because because Minerva always gives you that extra meal though. Like if she goes from the deck to the graveyard or from your hand to the graveyard, I get an extra meal. So you got to keep in mind that we run Chaos Dragon, so the graveyard setup is a must. Also, if I got a Liposar Dragon in the graveyard, I can just discard Minerva, which is a light plus a dark or Necro Gardener, whatever it is, to the graveyard, especially on Liposar Dragon from the graveyard, and boom, she activates from grave. Extra meal though, so good. Next, we run 1 Lila. Also, for Minerva, whenever she's not with summon, if I got enough Light Sworn name in my grave, I can automatically search for, the baby Chaos Dragon, the Wyvern Burster, or I can even search for Eclipse Wyvern. Both level 4 light dragons. I also run the Dragonif, the Light Sworn Dragon. A lot of people were bashing me because I run Dragonif, and I'm gonna tell you why I run him. First off, let's just say I got Divine Dragon Apocalypse in my hand, and I got a dead monster, and I got a dead Solar Recharge in my hand though. So not only is it a Light Sworn name in the graveyard because I run JD, so it's an extra name. Also, because the Light Sworns, if I have a dead Solar Recharge in my hand and one Divine Dragon Apocalypse, so I just normal summon Divine Dragon Apocalypse, discard a card, recycle this, and oh, you know what? Solar Recharge, discard Dragonif, draw two, so I may be able to go off. Also, because it's a dragon though, it combos well with Dark Flare Dragon, especially if I'm trying to do that JD setup. Discard a dragon from my hand to the graveyard, pitch a dragon from my deck to the graveyard, and banish any card from anybody's graveyard though. So this is a target. So good. That's it for the Light Sworn lineup, and at last we got JD. Now for the graveyard guys, 2 Plague Spreaders, not 3. Some people run 3, but I believe 3 is way too much. I don't need 3. 2 Plague Spreaders, 3 Necro Gardeners, 1 Magnetic Turtle. These are my attack These are my attack blockers and OTK blocker too. Also, we run one trick clown. Yes. So I discard a lot. I mill a lot. So I'm trying to get into my level 8 synchros. It gives me an extra monster. Also, if I got a Minerva, it goes to grave. Oh, there we go. No, it's not Minerva. Same with something for level 7 synchro, whatnot. Trick land. Next, we run for the battle traps. Steel for the OTK protection. 2 Gores. So they attack, they think they got you pinned down, so drop a Gores. Sure, thanks for the beat stick, and I got 2 monsters. Now, my move. And that's it for the monster lineup. Now, moving on to the spell, though. 2 Allures. He's back at 2, so why not? So, most of the time, every time I draw my card, so I get into my combo pieces real quick, and I go off. Next, we run 3 Solar Recharge. That's it for the draw power. Next, we run 2 Brigade. So I'm trying to get my graveyard set up real quick, so why not? 1 Foolish, of course. Graveyard set up quick. And Foolish starts a lot of combos. Especially, if you got if you got the turtle in your hand, a Necro Gardener, oh, Foolish Berry, Liposol Dragon. There you go, you got a monster right here. And on top of that, you got 2 monsters from the graveyard that can block attacks. And you can do so much with Foolish, though. And at last, we got 1 Twin Twister. Back was still a thing, so I do not want to get strike whenever I try to do my combos. So I discard a card to the graveyard so that I can do my graveyard setup real quick, and so that I can have plays and everything. And I pop your 2 back rows. And that's it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck, though. 1 Black Rose, just bomb it up. So if I got Liposol Dragon on field, Red Meadow engraved, so I bomb everything up. Liposol Dragon activates, Spirit Summon Red Meadow, Spirit Summon Liposol Dragon, and if not, I can also Spirit Summon like another monster in OTK. 1 Clear Wing. Why not? So I get a lot of beat sticks. I get to protect my dragons and everything with Clear Wing. 1 Michael. Anything that cannot be destroyed, just get banished instead. And Clear Wing is so good because I remember when I was playing against your Senjus, I did not want to get combo 1. So I just made Clear Wing. And we got the Stardust Brothers. Spark and Stardust Dragon. Stardust Dragon still does what he does. Still great. And a lot of times it gets established a broken board, so you do not want to lose to Regeki or Dark Hole, so you make Stardust. Stardust Spark. You blow up with JD, so Spark activates to protect itself. Game. It survives. 1 Scrap Dragon, so why not? Combos well with Liposol Dragon or one of the Baby Chaos Dragons because you do not want to keep drawing them. You rather search for the Baby Chaos instead. So, especially some of the Baby Chaos, Scrap Dragon effect, target a Baby Chaos, target a card you have, pop, Baby Chaos Real effect, search. So, I thin the deck out. 1 Omega. Oh yeah, I get to recycle my Necro Gardeners or my Plague Spreaders. For crazy plays though. 1 Crimson Blader, yep. I still mess with Crimson Blader. Crimson Blader still good. So you play against a kaiju deck, a random kaiju, so they cannot kaiju you next turn. Monarchs, they cannot do their shenanigans next turn, so Crimson Blader is still good. 1 Scarlight. So you bring out Scarlight, you blow up all special summon monsters. Sure, you burn. Game. 1 Void Ogre, so why not? Because you can burn your hand pretty fast, so Void Ogre is pretty good. 1 Bane. Bane's the effect. Yeah, but I can just tribute one of my Baby Chaos Dragons. The Black Dragon Collapse Serpent or Wyver Burster. I can just tribute either one of these guys, especially some of the Scarlight from the graveyard. Swing, bust out a Radiant from the deck, bust out a Radiant from the grave. And depending on whatever I want, so I can just choose to pass turn. I mill 4 cards for a better graveyard setup, or just overlay. What you can do so much with this combo though. 1 Dragocytos. That card is still OTK material. At the same time, it cannot be destroyed by battle. That's what's great about it. So let's say you face a Cosmo deck, they bust out a Dark Plane. So alright, cool. Just create him, bump heads. You die, I survive. Still good. And that's about the synchros. Now we run one Levere to bring back, my banish, level fours for more plays. Yup, one mere stroke. Why? Because I do not wanna. Let's just say you go to a tournament, and I do not wanna lose to a random Ophion deck. Evil Swarm. So they bust out Ophion, so I'm like, sure, I'm just gonna make rank 4 him, book him, Spirit Summon, pop, pop, pop. So I get a board. So whatever you bring out after that, you can bring out any Ophion you want. Well, your Ophion won't be able to get over my dragons. I just don't want to lose to Ophion. If not, we got a Dire Wolf. And that's it for the main deck. And that's all. So, as you can see, I do not run Chaos Sorcerer. I do not run BLS. It's more dragon based. And the reason why I do not run Chaos Sorcerer or BLS is because Chaos Dragons stack a lot. So, if you got more Chaos monsters in your hand, in no graveyard setup, you're just gonna end up passing. So instead, I just decided to play Gores and Necro Gardeners. So the deck's just defensive aggressive. So guys, just tell me what you think, and any suggestion, just leave a comment. So signing out.